Republican National Committee Chairman Michael Whatley. Mr. Chairman, I mean, it's been, 6 months in office, but the winning streak is historic.
Yeah.
And you got peace in the Middle East. You've got no more Iran nuclear threat. The big, beautiful bill, tax cuts, all of these things. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Looks really good right now.
It is. I'm not tired of winning.
Yeah.
I think that the nice thing that we have right now is a president who is every single day delivering for the American people. And now we have a House and a Senate that are delivering for the American people. We laid out a really good vision in 2024. It's about, a strong economy, a strong border, and a strong place in the world. We want safe kids and safe communities. That's what the president is delivering on every single day. And a huge win with the big, beautiful bill. A huge win on the rescission package that we got done yesterday. But you have to look at what's happening on trade and tariffs. You have to look at what's happening on the regulatory relief agenda. Grocery prices are down. Gasoline prices are down. Housing prices are down. Inflation is down. These are all the things that President Trump said he was going to do. That's why he right now is over 50% and Democrats are at 19%. But there's no such thing as a red wave. And we're going to work every single day to make sure that we continue to deliver, because that's going to be the biggest factor in these elections.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, the House passed the DOGE cuts shortly after midnight last night. And in terms of how this will affect the midterms, can you elaborate on that, as well as Congress's legislative agenda and where they go next? Because to your point, there have been so many wins with the president, just really getting legislation across the finish line.
Yeah, it's really important to have this rescission package pass. Right, because we need to rein in federal spending. The fact is the big, beautiful bill cut $1.6 trillion in spending. We got this rescission bill last night through with $9 billion in additional spend that's going to be cut. The story for me out of this, every single Democrat in the House and in the Senate has voted against both of these bills. Every single Democrat has fought this agenda that the president is running on right now. They've learned zero lessons out of the 24 election cycle. They are still wanting to tax and spend every dollar they can get their hand on. They want inflationary spending. They want open borders. They want a weak America. And they're doubling down on the failed policies that they ran on in 24.
So we've obviously seen all the victories. They're piling up right now. Congress has got maybe, a week or so left before they leave for the August recess. Where do you see the energy? What's the next challenge or opportunity heading into the fall?
Well, I think it really is going to be to continue to deliver. I think that when we see the president and this administration, we're going to spend a lot of time on regulatory relief, which is desperately needed. We're going to see a lot of time focused on trade and making sure that we get the tariff conversations that are going to be put into place. There is going to be spending bills that have to come through Congress, and we know that that's going to always be very, very contentious over there. A lot of inside baseball, frankly. But the fact is that we need everybody in the House, the Senate, and the administration focused on the president's agenda. And then before you know it, we're going to be right back into the midterms talking about what's happening in the economy, talking about the overall environment that we're going to be running in.
Yeah, real quickly, what we talked about earlier, a poll that was showing that the president's approval is actually increasing amongst Republicans, not what you would think, because of what you hear in the legacy media, especially over the Epstein stuff, and which is divided some thoughts, but not divided support amongst the Republican Party.
Yeah, well, and again, it goes right back to what is the president doing? He's keeping his promises. This is promises made, promises kept. And he was elected on a mandate. We won all 7 battleground states. We won the popular vote for a reason, because he was focused on every family, every community, every factory, every worker, every farmer. These are the people that he went and fought for. He's completely remade the Republican Party. And we are now the party of the working class. We're going to fight for every community. And when he continues to go out and deliver like he is, that is going to get the support of the party that he has helped create.
Yeah, and while we're talking about policy, you have done an incredible job with respect to securing election integrity and making sure that states operate fairly. The RNC did recently file a lawsuit against New Jersey to make sure that they properly maintain their voter rolls. Can you elaborate on this?
Well, look, it's very important that you have the states maintain their voter rolls. Actually, it's a federal law that they have to clean their voter rolls every single year. So we simply sent a letter out to every single state, including New Jersey, and said, hey, it's federal law that you got to do this. When's the last time you did it? And what are you going to do to secure those rolls, for this year? New Jersey did not respond. We sent them a follow-up letter. They did not respond. We sent them a follow-up letter. They did not respond. So yesterday we filed a lawsuit and we're going to go to federal court, and we're going to say, hey, you have to abide by this. You've got to clean up your voter rolls. We also sent a letter to the Department of Justice and said, hey, they are not following federal law. We think that you should take a look at this. We need to know. In New Jersey, we're going into a very important governor's race. Republicans have a great opportunity for a pickup there, that we can trust the electoral system, and that New Jersey is going to be transparent.
All right, Mr. Chairman, keep on top of them. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you.